Hello everyone, this video is about top 4 cryptocurrencies to invest in 2018. In this video you will find out why cryptocurrency is a future money, what cryptocurrency are the best to invest in 2018, world revolution in regulation of cryptocurrencies, how to grow cryptocurrencies on 30% up monthly. Cryptocurrency is the future of money, and even though it is still in its infancy and lacking the regulatory systems and networks to fully utilize, the shared agreement to use and embrace this new wave of technological assets means that the current financial systems that control, regulate and maintain paper currencies such as the US dollar, GBP, euro, yen will no longer maintain a monopoly over the financial and monetary markets and moreover human affairs. The rise and success of cryptocurrencies has been such that today there are more than 1,100 cryptocurrencies currently trading in the financial market. Besides being the future and the legend citizens' currency of choice, cryptocurrency has been known to make many rich, and therefore there is a financial incentive to early investors that pick the right coin. There has so far been two waves of monumental growth in the crypto market. The first wave being that of Bitcoin and recently the Ethereum, which is believed to be able to surpass Bitcoin in the near future. These digital coins make a great investment for those wanting to diversify their portfolios. Much like gold or silver, they can be backed and stable when traditional currencies fall or become obsolete. On this slide you can see different stages of evolution of money. For example, 25,000 years ago it was commodity money. 5,000 years ago, metallic money. 500 years ago, currency backed with gold. 100 years ago, currency backed with governments. And today, evolution brought us to cryptocurrencies. So what is top 4 cryptocurrencies to invest in 2018? Let's have a look. Bitcoin. There is no doubt about Bitcoin. It has proven itself to be the most resilient cryptocurrency around, overcoming a number of hurdles, including hard fork at the end of 2017. The currency hit a new record price of almost $20,000 per coin on December 17. Naturally, the record year has observed rife with speculation about the future of Bitcoin. Experts predict that a year from now, the price of Bitcoin could grow more than triple in its record value. Bitcoin can reach $60,000 by December 2018. Mike Demant, the senior editor of Bitcoin.com, told Futurism. Based on popular forecasts, a long-term increase of Bitcoin price is expected. The price prognosis for December 2022 is almost 84,000 Australian dollars. With a 5-year investment, the revenue is expected to be around plus 364%. A lot of Bitcoin experts predict much higher Bitcoin price in the near future. Ethereum. Even though Ethereum has had its share of gaffes, and it could face many of the same competitive risks as Bitcoin described above, Ethereum's blockchain incorporates a unique feature known as the smart contract applications. These protocols help to facilitate, verify and enforce the negotiation and compliance of the contract, making things more efficient and secure for enterprise customers. The inclusion of smart contracts applications is a big reason why Ethereum currently has 200 organizations, including some brand name companies, testing out a version of its blockchain. This gives Ethereum's blockchain an edge over its virtual peers. What remains to be seen is if Ethereum will utilize its coins, known as Ether, to potentially speed up transactions times at some point down the road. The answer will likely depend on wherever our fiat currencies become more popular with enterprise and retail customers. If so, utilizing Ether as a means to change instantly from one fiat currency to another might be of use and solidify Ethereum's blockchain as the go-to for businesses. Let's have a look on the future of Ethereum. Just how high can Ethereum go? That's the question we are all asking ourselves, as the number 2 cryptocurrency by market capitalization is vaulting to unprecedented all-time price high at the last quarter of 2017. And as it stands right now, it really looks as if Ethereum and its associate fuel Ether has unlimited adoption potential in the decades ahead. That's because if Bitcoin's appeal is as digital gold, then Ethereum's appeal should be as a crypto revolution's Microsoft too. That's because you can build a seemingly limitless number of utilities atop of Ethereum. To this end, civilization itself may be running atop Ethereum in a handful of years if the project can live up to its promise. To Ethereum enthusiasts, the so-called flippening is the day in which Ethereum overtakes Bitcoin as a crypto with the highest market cap. Essentially, then, the day in which Ether becomes the number 1 crypto. Could it happen? Without a crystal ball, no one knows for sure right now. But what is clear is that however much of a dark horse any cryptocurrency is at the moment, Ethereum is one of the best positioned cryptos to one day could overtake Bitcoin. One crucial factor to consider is the politics of the cryptocurrency space. Bitcoin bills itself as a currency. This automatically put it in the position to be a competition with governments who mint their own currencies. And as Bitcoin continues to make traditional currencies more pointless, some governments may want to lash out and crack down on accordingly. Whether these governments could succeed in handling Bitcoin effectively is certainly up for debate. But Ethereum builds itself in a different way that should allow it to avoid this antagonistic dynamic altogether. That's because Ethereum is designed as a scarce network fuel. Likewise, the Ethereum project can sincerely avoid the legal and regulatory regulations of being a currency killer while being a de facto currency. In other words, Ethereum may end up having its cake and eating it too. In this light, Ethereum may be a safer bet at present, even if Bitcoin were to continue to explode unchallenged in the years ahead. Ethereum's future seems significantly less cloudy from a regulatory point of view. Former Thoughtless hedge fund maestro Michael Novogratz has really become something of a cheerleader for the Ethereum community in recent weeks. Novogratz is already a legend in the community for buying 500,000 Ethereum when they were still $1 each. Appearing commonly on CNBC to discuss crypto, Novogratz forecast Ethereum hitting 500 just $500 just weeks ago, which it did at the end of November 2017. Michael Novogratz says, Bitcoin could be at $40,000 at the end of 2018. It easily could. And I think Ethereum, which I think just touched $500 or is getting close, could be triple where it is as well. Let's have a look on potential price of Ethereum. Based on popular forecasts, a long-term increase is expected. The price prognosis for December 2022 is about 4,600 Australian dollars. With a 5-year investment, the revenue is expected to be around plus 365%. The next one is Litecoin. Despite Bitcoin's relative youth at just under 10 years old, its fervent popularity has spawned a cryptocurrency revolution and several competitors. An influx of new money from both retail investors and institutional entities means that these alternative cryptocurrencies or altcoins are under new scrutiny as traders look to diversify away from Bitcoin. One of the most prominent among them is Litecoin in terms of mass appeal, market capitalization, and potential for adoption. The most prominent characteristic of Litecoin is also one that gives the most potential for disruption and inspires much confidence within the cryptocurrency community. As soon as Segregated Witness was released as a proposed blockchain upgrade to allow speedier off-chain transactions, Litecoin threw its full weight behind the proposal and was the first to integrate it. Segwit will allow Litecoin and others who adopt it to use the Lightning Network, which is mirroring competition, empowering participants to exchange cryptocurrencies at virtually no cost. Litecoin's drama-free community and even new gives it less volatility and steady trend, making it great for arbitration, trading, spending, or even fundraising. Savvy cryptocurrency enthusiasts have compared Bitcoin's market capitalization to Litecoin and done the math based on its maximum number of coins and other trades and have almost anonymously declared that it is undervalued. Even so, with much progress being made on the Lightning Network, Litecoin may one day soon evolve into the truest form of cryptocurrency yet, and leave the others in the dust. Litecoins rallied almost 8,000% this year, making it the world's 5th largest cryptocurrency with a market capitalization of more than $15 billion, according to CoinMarket.com. The fourth cryptocurrency to invest in is Bitcoin Cash. The mirror clone of Bitcoin was created in August 2017 by a group of Bitcoiners who disagree ideologically with the future development plans for the original cryptocurrency. They instead support a certain method for increasing the number of transactions that can be processed on the network at any given time that is generally known as the big blocks. Bitcoin Cash currently has a market capitalization of $53 billion compared to Bitcoin $355 billion, which is almost 7 times difference. Earlier in November 2017, another so-called fork of Bitcoin was scheduled to occur that would have again created a new version of Bitcoin, this one containing elements of compromise for both camps across the ideological split. However, this plan, called Segwit 2x, was called off and so many of the ideologically driven big bloc supporters have instead begun pushing Bitcoin Cash. Based on forecast on website World Investor, a long-term increase in Bitcoin Cash price is expected. The price prognosis for December 2022 is about 40,000 Australian dollars. With a 5-year investment, the revenue is expected to be around almost 1,000%. Regulation is coming. Amongst both economies and governments, cryptocurrency has been a topic of continual debate. Many governments feel that allowing cryptocurrency for legal transactions and use would ultimately result in loss of economic power and a shift toward decentralized economies globally. Even though many countries across the world permit cryptocurrencies, they have been under scrutiny and seen with skeptical eyes in many others. Certain countries have gone to the extent of banning the cryptocurrency, making its use, possession and trade illegal. BI intelligence has gone into further deep in identifying and listing the blockchain regulations and associated issues in the US, Europe and the rest of the world. They say that at 2025, blockchain adoption is considered mainstream and integral to the capital market ecosystems. Let's have a look on the 4 reasons why cryptocurrency belongs to future. The catalysts behind the rise in virtual currencies appear to be a mixture of 4 tangible and intangible factors. First, we are seeing a clear excitement about the future of blockchain technology. Blockchain is the digital decentralized ledger that underlies virtual currencies and record transactions without the need for a financial intermediary. This added level of security, along with the ability to settle transactions in real time, could make blockchain an attractive technology for the financial services industry. The second reason, weakness in the US dollar. Third, much of the year has sent some investors scurrying to cryptocurrencies. When the dollar weakness, it devalue the cash that investors may be holding onto. Traditionally, investors would seek to deploy some of this cash into gold, as gold has been used as a currency for centuries, and its scarcity makes it a suitable store of value. The third reason is news-driven events have served as a broad third catalyst. Announcements like Japan accepting Bitcoin as a legal tender and 200 companies in the enterprise Ethereum alliance testing out a version of Ethereum blockchain in small scale and pilot programs help validate an existence of virtual currencies. And the fourth reason is momentum has helped carry digital currencies higher. Until recently, virtual currency trading has been dominated by the retail investor, who has been known for being far more emotional than institutional investors. It's likely that retail investors have seen this moment gain and simply not wanted to miss the boat. This buying has probably played a role in pushing cryptocurrencies to record highs in 2017. Now I want to introduce you how you can grow Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash in MMM Australia on 30% monthly. In MMM Australia, you can invite referrals. It could be your friends or people who you know in social networks, and you can get amazing referral bonuses. You can spend 1 hour per day chatting, sending messages, or publishing posts in any social networks. and you can get so many withdrawals as you want. Just 1 hour per day can give you amazing results. So please don't forget to visit website australiaMMM.net and register account if you still didn't do it. And you can grow Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ethereum on 30% every month. Thank you everyone for watching my video. Don't forget to register your account in MMM Australia and see you on next webinar. Bye!